Hello, hello, everyone. This is Gerald Celente, and again, we're very, very honored to have with us today again Judge Andrew Napolitano. And nobody says what Judge Andrew Napolitano says with the knowledge and judicial authority that he has. And one of his articles out today, it's Easter time, and
Right.
you have an article about it being Easter and freedom. And you begin it by saying, after the quote from Tennyson, when American colonists were oppressed by British governance, the word most frequently uttered in pamphlets, editorials, and sermons was not safety or taxes, it was freedom. Yet, two intolerable acts of Parliament so assaulted personal freedom that they broke the bonds with the mother country. And I have to tell you, Judge, freedom is the word. I wrote an article in the Trends Journal last year. The woman that was running for like the region of Madrid, one word was her campaign speech:
Right.
freedom.
And she won.
And she won.
The government tramples freedom like there's no tomorrow. Right now, the country is broke. The government is broke. The country is divided. We're in a mania over masks and vaccines, and it may be coming back again. The city of Philadelphia just ordered everybody to wear masks inside, not in your own house, but inside buildings that are licensed, where the businesses are licensed by the government, so restaurants and bars and things like that. I think a revolution of freedom is coming, because I think any president or governor or mayor who attempts to put the country through, again, what we just went through in the past 2 years will find tremendous civil disobedience, to the point where even the cops who are supposedly enforcing this nonsense will, just like when the Soviet Union fell, they'll be on the side of the resistors, because people just won't put up with this any longer.
Well, the cops don't want to do this stuff. This is crazy.
No, they don't. Every time you talk to a cop,
They don't want to
they
do
say,
this.
I did not become a cop to see if you're wearing a mask and to make sure you stay 6 feet away from somebody else on the sidewalk. I did not become a cop to knock on the door of a church to see if mass is going on or to see if it's really empty. That's not why they became cops.
And look what they did up in Canada. They arrested that pastor. Look what the time he's having for having people in his church.
Correct.
And you said 6 feet apart. I say it should be 6 feet 7 inches. Who the hell are you to say 6 feet? I'm the head over here. It's 6 feet 7 inches. And that's not any bullshit, because in Europe they had 1 meter or 2 meters. They make this crap up. You got a bunch of crap heads making crap up.
Well, look at what Fauci said this week. He finally acknowledged this is not going to go away. We have to learn to live with it. Wait a minute. After telling 2 presidents and the Congress and 50 governors to torture us by making us wear masks and take an experimental vaccine and stand 6 feet apart, not 6.5, but 6 feet apart, and close our businesses, and you can't go to mass. Now you say we have to learn to live with this.
And it goes back to the word freedom. How could people take this nonsense? Oh, look at that arrogant little boy over there. The guy playing mayor in New York, putting masks on kindergarten and preschool kids. And they don't get the virus. They don't die from it. The facts are there. The people that are dying have 2.6 pre-existing comorbidities, on and on and on. We all know the facts. But fat mouth, arrogant guy, hey, he fully jabbed and he got the virus.
Yes. Yes.
And then they come out with the baloney. Boy, I'm really glad I got that vaccination and the booster, because I would have been much sicker. Hey, fat mouth, I haven't gotten anything. And I haven't
I'm
been
really-
sick now in 2.5 years.
I'm really glad that I obey the city's gun laws and don't carry a gun. I'm really glad that nobody on that subway car was armed. If anybody in that subway car had been able to exercise their constitutional rights, 16 people wouldn't have been shot. One would have been shot, the killer.
That's right. And here's the other thing about freedom. What is it, the Second Amendment? Now you got Biden blowing out all that crap about robbing us more of our rights. And I got to make this clear. Number one, when the COVID war began on Chinese Lunar New Year, January 2020, the year of the rat, and things began to get locked down, I said, when people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they're going to lose it, and we're going to see crime spike. Number two, people started going out and buying guns like crazy in
Yes.
2020 and 2021 because they knew the same thing is happening, because they're seeing it around them, people going berserk, of losing their businesses, being locked down, their lives changing. So now, you just made the point, if the people had a gun, I was thinking the same thing. Who is this guy? I would have taken this guy out in a second, and you would too.
Of course you would have. And
And
in
you
a
would.
sane society, in a sane place, you would have been able to arm yourself, and you would have been able to save your life and the lives of many innocents. I mean, the president is really off the wall. The gun control legislation, well, it's not even legislation, Gerald, it's executive edict, because the Congress rejected the legislation that he wants. So the executive edict that he issued the other
Executive
day
edict.
has the following absurd fallacy, that a human being willing to kill and murder strangers is somehow willing to abide by gun laws. I mean, that is just crazy. We need universal background checks. We need universal registration. We got to get rid of ghost guns. Yeah, do you think these killers are going to obey those laws?
Oh, how about the war on drugs? Remember that one? Oh, it worked perfectly. There was not one person I knew that couldn't get what they wanted to get. What do you got, 350 million guns out there? The people, the murderers that want to get them are going to get them. All this is doing is robbing us of more of our rights, which they've continually done. And this is about your article for Easter about freedom. And you really go into some very important information under here. General warrants like those issued by the Secret Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court in Washington, D.C., authorized government agents to search wherever they wished and seize whatever they found.
That's what a secret court in London authorized British agents in the colonies to do, looking to see if papers in colonists' homes had the king's stamps on them.